Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name is Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish nations. Today we are doing a budget reconciliation. This is for August 2021, and it's a little late. We're almost halfway through September. It's been a bit of a busy whirlwind of a time. I had that job offer. I went down to Florida to check it out, declined it. Now at my job, we're getting ready for the quarter to start. So it's a very busy time for me as both the person who preps the studios and then as someone who will teach in one of them, for my class. So good news, I was a little bit in danger of my class not running. It's the first evening class we've run in our department since the pandemic began, and it has not been filling as well, but I think as of today we're good. So that's good news. Well, anyway, that's like a little update, but let's get into this budget reconciliation so I don't put it off any longer. So I budgeted off of $3,500, but I actually brought in $3,618. So that gives me about $118 extra, which if you look right here, after I reconciled, it looks like I have about that much. So that's cool. Yeah, I like to know that what I had extra up here is still extra here, even though I definitely went over a few places this month. So just to get into the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't know why this looks different today. But anyway, let's see. Scooch me over a little bit. So let's get into it. In terms of sharing my income, I was a little over there. I had intended to share 150 and I shared 176, which honestly is great because I definitely want to be boosting the percentage I share this year where I can. And there were some months that were tighter, and if I remember correctly, and that was one place where I hadn't shared all my funds, and so I just reconciled without doing that. So it's good to be a little over and away there. Scrolling on down, I was quite a bit under in electricity. I usually allocate 40. For some weird reason, my electricity bill is $11.17. This has happened before. I might end up, it might be that they checked at a weird time or something. I might end up with a larger bill next month. We'll see. My phone bill was a little extra. Normally it is, I think I actually budgeted for that, but normally it's, I think in like the 60s, and it was 90, and this was because I was traveling the previous month and I went over, and that happens sometimes. I could just pay for unlimited, but it just makes more sense for me to pay less all year and occasionally pay more when I travel. It had been a while since I traveled, so we haven't talked about it in a while, but that is generally my modus operandi. Let's go into groceries. I was a little over there. I had planned to spend $200 and I spent $227. Oh, is that all? Oh, I'm like pleasantly surprised. I don't know why I thought it was like way over. That's cool. And then in restaurants, I was a little over to $125, so about $25 over. Not so bad. I was over about $18 in household, so I had planned for $50. So a bit over in all those categories, but honestly not as bad as I thought it was going to be. In gas, I was quite a bit under. I had planned for $150 and I spent $81.87. So that's cool. In fun category, I was right on the money. I planned for 100. I spent 102.61. Not too bad. Let's see. Auto insurance was 105, and I'm not sure if that was from when I traveled, but now for some reason, or this year, I guess my auto insurance went up, so it's going to be around that much every year or every month anyway. So let's go ahead and go down to sinking funds. This is what I had planned, and I have $114.35 left over to budget. So let's see what I should do with that. So cat fund looks good. If you didn't hear this update. Somebody gave me a very generous and kind gift and put $1,000 on my vet account. And so that's really amazing. That really makes me feel safe and like flush in that category. In the health fund, we are doing okay. So 114.35, I just can do whatever I want with. I think that I want to put it in my down payment category, but I'm actually going to choose to put it in my upcoming travel category. I normally these days get my plane tickets using credit card points, but because I made that unexpected trip to Florida, I actually used up all my credit card points. I had gone in July on purpose, and I went again in September. And so anyway, we're allocating money from August, but I do know now what I know now. So I am going to choose to put that money in my upcoming travel category. So let's change that to 0. And then I'm going to put 189.35. And that is because pandemic willing, I would really like to go home in December. This is what I normally do. I didn't get to go, obviously, in 2020. I decided to go this summer once we were all vaccinated just because we just don't know what the future will bring. But the bottom line is if I'm able to go in December, if it's safe to go for me and my family and for, employees of airlines, etc., I definitely will be going. So I would like to save up that money, but I am willing to go into savings for that plane ticket if I need to, because I will need to buy it in the next couple months. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's my August. I hope that you are doing well. Let me know down below how your August went or how your September is going, and I will see you in the next video.